the bodhisattva samadhis that have already been mentioned. They are not as complete as those of the Buddhas. The bodhisattvas produce them by the practice and cultivation of effort. Question: why do the bodhisattvas produce and play with these 100,000 samadhis? Answer: beings are innumerable and the functioning of their minds differs. Some have sharp faculties, others have weak faculties. The fetters are heavy among some, light among others. Therefore the bodhisattvas use the 100,000 kinds of samadhis to cut through the disturbances of the passions among beings. Thus, those who wish to enrich the poor must first gather all sorts of wealth and provisions to be able then to go and help the poor. Those who wish to cure sick people must first prepare all kinds of drugs to be able then to cure the sick. In the same way, the bodhisattvas who wish to save beings use hundreds of thousands of samadhis. Question: why are they not content with just producing these samadhis but they also play with them? The bodhisattvas who produce these samadhis amuse themselves by entering into and emerging from them. This mastery of the samadhis is called play. This play is not attachment to desire. It is a mastery. Thus the lion who appears as a fearless sovereign among gazelles is called murgarati. In the same way, these bodhisattvas who have mastery of these samadhis go in and out of them at will. Other people do not have such mastery over the samadhis. Some enter into them at will but remain there and do not emerge easily. Others remain there at will but do not enter and emerge freely. Others enter and remain freely but do not emerge easily. Finally, others remain and emerge at will, but do not enter freely. Because the bodhisattvas have the threefold power over these samadhis of entering, remaining there and emerging at will, the sutra says that they produce 100,000 samadhis and play with them. Sutra. These bodhisattvas were endowed with countless qualities of this type. Sastra. As these bodhisattvas surround the Buddha, the person who would like to glorify their qualities, were he to do so for countless kotis of kalpas, would be unable to exhaust the subject. This is why they are endowed with innumerable qualities. The 22 main bodhisattvas. Sutra. These were the bodhisattvas. 1. Poto Polo or Chanshu. 2. Lorena Kilo or Ptsi. 3. Tauche. 4. Sing 2. Subhagupta, according to the Pankavimsati. Guagupta, according to the Satasahasrika. 5. Na Lotar. 6. Chutian. 7. Chutian. 8. Tayi. 9. Yi. 10. Sengyi. 11. Pohiukian. 12. Chansin. 13. Chaicheng. 14. Changkayan. 15. Pocho Chingsin. 16. Zhasang. 17. Pokaiwei. 18. Kouan Cheyin. 19. Wenchu Che Li or Miao Tu. 20. Che Pao Yin. 21. Changqiu 22 miles low or Seiyu Che. They were at the head of countless thousands of Katina Yuta of Bodhisattva Mahasattvas who were all still awaiting succession and will still accede to Buddhahood. Sastra. All these bodhisattvas accompanying the Buddha were at Rajagrha on the Gridriku to Parvata. Question. These bodhisattvas are very numerous. Why does the sutra give the names of only 22? Answer. If it were to cite a countless Katina Yuta of bodhisattvas by name, there would be no end to it. The person who wants to cite them all would not have enough letters at their disposal. Moreover, there are two categories among these bodhisattvas: the lay and the monastic. 1. These are the lay bodhisattvas, the first 16 on the list, beginning with Bhadrapala. Bhadrapala, of the Vaishya caste, is an old man from Wangzhou. Ratnakara, a young prince, lives in Vaisali. Subhagupta, a merchant's son, lives in Chanpo. Sarthavaha, of the Vaishya caste, lives in Chopoti. Naradatta, of the Brahmin caste, lives in Mitilo, Mithila. Varunadatta is an Upasaka bodhisattva. 2. There are the monastic bodhisattvas, Maitreya, Manjusri, etc. 3. The bodhisattva Avalokitesvara, etc. All come from a Buddha field in a foreign region. By citing a few lay people, the sutra includes all the lay bodhisattvas. It is the same for the monastic bodhisattvas and the foreign bodhisattvas. Question. What are the special qualities of the bodhisattva bhadrapala who is at the top of the list? If the greatest ones were to be put first, you would have to cite first of all the bodhisattvas pien, kouan, yin, cite, etc. If the least were to be placed on top, you would have to cite first the bodhisattvas of fleshly body and those who were about to produce the mind of enlightenment for the first time. Answer. If the bodhisattva bhadrapala is placed first, it is not because he is the greatest or the least, but because he is an old man from rajagrha, the greatest of the lay bodhisattvas, and because the Buddha went specifically to rajagrha to preach the prajnaparamita. Furthermore, the bodhisattva bhadrapala has immense qualities of every kind, and in the Pancha-usanme the Buddha praised his qualities. Question. If the bodhisattva Maitreya can be said to be awaiting succession, why are the other bodhisattvas also called waiting for succession to Buddhahood? Answer. Divided up among the various Buddha fields of the 10 directions, these bodhisattvas are all awaiting succession. End chapter 13.